Alright friends, welcome back to more Rimworld. And the first thing I notice is the temperature is quite hot. And I think a lot of our colonists are going to be uncomfortably hot. Yeah, 32. Sweetie. I think if we bust out a bunch of dusters real quick, the dusters will give heat insulation and the colonists won't be so sweaty. Health coats, it's suspend because that's more like a winter thing. The bone armor and skull mask would have to wait. But hang on. Yeah, I think a duster goes in the shell slot. Layer outer, yeah. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to do this. But it looks like heat-wise we're going to have to. Dang. Well, I suppose, yeah, you would wear the pelt coat in winter and the duster in summer. Okay, let's say modern. I think at this point we need to get a armory going so that I can have a couple of these clothing racks. Look, there's shields here as well. Yeah, so then I think what we can do is we can have soldier and archer classes. And maybe even we can do a worker class as well. Because we are getting warned before enemies come to us, so they can all wear just like the worker clothing, which wouldn't include the gambeson. It would just be apron. Maybe we can keep the gambeson. Apron, gambeson, duster. That's like the quote-unquote worker clothing. And then all you have to change for that, for the soldier clothing, is switch the helmet for skull mask and switch the apron for bone armor. And eventually, instead of bone armor, it'll be leather armor and probably a tabard. Okay, we'll see. Enrique, why are you nude, my man? There's clothing, there's... Alright, if he wants to rock out with his cock out, that's up to him. What are my priorities? I think I need to do the freezer, because the freezer's almost full. But yeah, 3 full pallets like that. But that's 300 wood. I think we'll start with just 1. Chuck all the hops and smoke leaves and stuff in there. Excellent. Wooden cupboard is done. The tableware shelf needs steel. But once that's done, that's going to mean Martin spends less and less time cooking, so that's good. Excellent. Awesome, we're great for herbal medicine, that's good to know. Should I stop herbal medicine growing? We can skip it for 1, I think. Corn, keep the corn coming. Keep the cotton coming, we know that for damn sure. Honestly, I might even do like another cotton crop. Almost everything we're building clothing-wise is cotton. And, as I said before, putting carpets in the whole base. We're probably looking at 3,000 or 4,000 cotton. Enrique, put some damn clothes on. What's the matter with you? Yeah, good or legendary clothing. Oh, I see. There's only normal available. Right, okay. Bam. I suppose normal is fine. And I didn't set the crafting to be good, did I? I set it to be normal. Okay, that makes sense. We're all still recreation staffed, even with splitting it up. I think maybe I should tweak this even further. So for goodness sake, that's 3 hours of recreation now. That has to be enough. Right, can I destroy this storage site yet? Maybe not. I think to a certainty I want to have storage done just to clean up these areas here. And with another workshop and an armory here, I can move all this stuff out. Speaking of which, let's just take a look at the outfits that I've got here. So, soldier is going to be... I think technically what everyone is wearing right now is the worker outfit. Let's clear all, at least normal, except for tainted. Headgear-wise, workers, you just wear a hood. Once all the skull masks are made, they can just keep the skull masks on. I mean, they give pain shock threshold and psychic sensitivity. Armor-wise, just a gambeson. Keep your gambeson on. Workers don't use shields. You do wear boots, and you wear an apron and a duster. And a pair of pants. Which is almost exactly the same thing now as worker, as the old soldier outfit. So soldier instead, I think we make it the heavy plate. So instead of soldier, we'll just call it melee fighter. Actually, no, wait, knight, because I mean I need a third. I've only got 3 sets of knight armor, so not tainted. Just gotta find the stuff now. It was heavy plate helmet or plate armor, chainmail, chest plate, guardian armor, plate, and they can still wear a pair of pants. And I'm pretty sure you can fit a duster over that. Can a gambeson go over the plate armor? That's middle and outer layer. Okay, so because of that is outer layer, you can't wear the duster then. Gambeson is skin layer, so you can wear gambeson and plate armor. Okay, so we're going to try that the next time we get notified of an attack. We will have Marden, we'll have Danny and Stobbie put on the heavy armor, and Enrique will have just like a regular cloth armor. You can change tribal to be so knight. So then footman will be like leather armor, but melee fighter, and then archer will be almost the same. Clear all, don't allow tainted. So footman is, for the moment, hood. We'll switch that out to skull mask once it's available. Headgear, don't need that. It's a gambeson with a pair of pants, a duster on the outside, and then bone armor once it's available. So middle layer, outer layer, skin layer, legs, boots. So that's footman. And actually the reason I need knight and footman to be different categories is so that I can allow the knights to use shields. And footmen can actually wear shields, can use shields as well, where archers will be more or less the same, just except for the shields. I think actually once we start producing the bone armor, then I'll see how much bone armor slows the guys down. Because my archer lads can just keep wearing aprons. I mean, they shouldn't be on the front line anyway. Total overall armor is not great, is it? I think I'm overthinking it. That's what I think. so MAL is missing a sidearm. I wonder if I can fix this finally. Look, he's got the dagger and the military pick. Did we build that? We did build the... Here we go. So MAL, get over here. Drop the iron dagger, drop the bone military pick. He's got a woodcutter's axe, which is plant growing. He doesn't need that either. He's actually carrying a lot of shit he doesn't need to. So, what should he use as his sidearm if he's actually in melee fighting? I think iron mace. So, equip as sidearm. It still says he's missing a sidearm. Forget about bone crossbow. Use that. And left set mace as preferred melee weapon. Forget about the dagger. Forget about that. But don't drop it though, because I still want him to carry it when he does plant work. Okay, preferred and preferred. Okay, that's fixed it. Right, so I just needed to set the preferred weapon. It wasn't just enough for him to equip it. You have to tell him what to use. Noted. Right, how are we doing with green lumber? Enrique needs to be researching. Well, does he though? Maybe we can just have him produce some lumber right now. Enrique. I kind of feel like we've done plenty of good research. Let's focus on getting some construction going now. Now wait a second, why are the shields here? The storage here should only be tainted stuff. Okay. So yeah, let's just keep producing lumber because I need lumber to make more of these pellets. I think if I spend, hell, even an entire episode just producing lumber so that I can have pellets, it's going to help the storage so much. Eventually, I think what I want here is these two clothing racks only for tainted clothing because we're going to be stripping a lot of corpses and breaking that down. Let's build more of these clothing racks and then I can set this as the armory zone. So shrink armory. This is just temporary until I get these other clothing racks in here. Critical. Heavy plate, steel plate. Plate helmet, plate armor. And then we can go zone, expand, armory. This is a temporary measure. Eventually the armory will be here and we'll keep all of the untainted clothing. Eventually I think what I want is a couple weapons cabinets for our weapons, melee and range weapons, and then clothing racks here with like summer outfits on there, worker outfits there, knight outfits there, footman outfits there, archer outfits there. So then normally everyone can just wear worker outfits. As soon as we get a notification that there's an enemy group incoming, put everybody into the armory, set their clothing preferences. They'll have nowhere else to go. They'll quickly change to their clothing. Once they're wearing the correct armor, you can then unrestrict them. Excellent. Enrique, why can you not load? Enrique, brew. Is it haul? Deliver? Yeah? Oh, well, is he prevented from doing it? He'll... Wait, what? Log wood drying rack. There's green lumber. You have to drop it. Question mark? Why is that not working? Stobbie? Not training via fog. I mean, fine, but... I am confused. Let's do a quick save and a load. That usually fixes these things. Switch campaign. Why can't I load wood on there? We've got the maximum amount of green logs, but there isn't like a maximum amount of lumber that we've set anywhere, that is not stopping it. What the hell? It's allowed. I've got green lumber. It's plenty warm. It's actually the brewing skill that affects that. That's no good. We need lumber. What if we deconstruct and reconstruct one? Maybe that'll do it. I don't think it's because it's indoors, because I can't even chuck wood onto the outdoor ones. The copy right there, Danny. This is a real problem. If my hauling wood log... Is this a bug now that's affected my wood production? This is problem. Okay, well, let's make them out of bone for the moment. I'll finish this episode and then I'll take a look at it's probably the mod that introduces these things. It's simple chains lumber. I imagine that is what's causing the problems. Large bone pallet. I think I actually I've got bone storage there, so that's fine. Let's keep all the steel there. Cool, so Martin got his first duster. What does it put his temperature up to? 47. Excellent. And looks quite snazzy to boot. Oh, and if I want to make more of these clothing racks, we can just do them out of bone. Pack of man hunting tiger. Ooh. How many of them? 3 of them. That's actually scary enough that I think I want to have some of my lads put on heavy armor. Okay, so armory for Danny, for Stobbie, and for Martin. Stobbie, knight, Martin, knight, Danny, knight. Oh, here come the tigers. Is this a realistic way of doing it? Get the clothing on, boys. Ugh, you still have to keep 4 turns of force wear. Now where'd it go? Okay, so Danny at least got his clothing on. Alright, never mind. That needs work. It is harder when the enemy just kind of show up out of nowhere. Danny, why? No, Danny, you should be using your melee weapon. So I keep forgetting Danny is actually technically a ranged fighter. Okay, well, let's go fight these tigers. Where are they? Oh, to the south of us. Stobbie, Marden, Enrique, Nabilni. Okay, so Nabilni should go that way. Okay, so melee fighters, 2 ranged fighters. Everyone can now go manhunting, release the animals. So at least Marden has his shield equipped, that's cool. Are they rotting straight away? That's a pity. Enrique! Where's the other one? There it is. Dr. Mobilny. Tigers hit hard. Who would have thought? Good lord. Death in 4 hours? Whoa! Okay, so we quickly take off. That's slowing you down. Okay, we kind of need emergency medical treatment for him. Resting. Let's see, using the bone primitive well, then resting. Enrique's just getting stabilized. Or getting rescued, rather. And then Mobilny, I think, needs to focus. Once he's gotten in, hang on. Once he's gotten Enrique into the hospital, he's got to stabilize Stobbie immediately. So Enrique has 10 hours, Marden. No immediate dangers, 3 hours for me. Lost my middle toe, my big toe, my right little toe. Ouchie. Washing, and tending, and cleaning blood, and tending. Alrighto. This needs work. Changing of the outfits. Wow, I'm up on my feet. I had a lot of blood loss, didn't I? Only moderate blood loss. Okay. See, there's the other steel plate armor. We'll get it. We'll sort it out eventually. Where's Danny? There he is. Good lad. So I think here we'll do storage, clear all critical. We'll do rapes. We'll do hops. And we'll do honey. So that's all the brewery supplies. On this one we can do smoke leaves and psychoid, other drug stuff. That can be just straight up corn. Clear all critical. Psychoid leaves. Smoke leaf leaves. I think I'll leave this one as important because I want this one to be secondary. After the ones that are closer here will be critical, and I need to actually deconstruct all of these. So storage, foods, raw food, all vegetarian. Intense pain. Why don't I smoke a doobie? I think that'll make me feel better. Mounting, resting. Where's all the Los Dragas? Stobbie. Drink some psychite tea. Modern. I think we can administer some psychite to Modern. And Enrique, you can have some too. It's showing as need material because Stobbie has a order. She Modern, do it yourself. That way Enrique can keep researching. Stobbie has an infection. Okay, so Stobbie, prioritize bed rest. Mobility, treat that immediately. Right, excellent. Copy settings. Or I could be a little more careful with this actually. So we can go storage, clear all, critical, all the tribal stuff. So hoods. Hang on, I had a deer hood. So I know where to find it. Tribal wear, poncho, kilt. That's what everyone was wearing before. That's tribal. Can I actually like rename it so that I know what's on there? Description. Fair enough. So here, let's go critical. Once it gets produced, we'll have all of the bone armor here. And the skull masks here. I can just copy the settings there and... Oh, I can't paste it here. So clear all, critical. I think the hit points we can leave as it is. Almost. Heavy plate armor. Light plate, regular. Okay, so that'll get picked up and moved now. And then here we should have critical. Oh right, that's the bone stuff. This can be critical. Aprons. Gambesons. Pants. And what else? Oh yeah, dusters can be kept there. And pelt coats. So that means anything not on these racks then. So I think I should put these settings for the stuff that I want my colonists to wear. Anything that's tainted, we can break down. And then if clothing is kept anywhere else, we know we can sell it. Oh, and shields. Should allow shields here as well. So important. Move that across. The tabards, I suppose I should actually hang on to because eventually are going to have tabards, aren't we? Eventually it'll be full leather armor with tabards over it. Like these trapper hats, t-shirts, we don't need. Organization. It's deeply, deeply satisfying. Okay, so what are the problems? Exhaustion, research project, Stobbie, you resting. It looks like I'm on top of that infection. 18 and 19%. I'm just going to smoke a joint and hopefully go back to bed. Where am I? Toking up. Simple meal. That makes sense after toking the joint. Look on here. Deer hood. Trouble poncho, kilt. Honestly, I can sell all of this stuff. We could also create a shopping area for when guests do show up. Healing. Why aren't you picking up your heavy mace? I want to see if he picks up the mace when he gets up again. Okay, let's see the bludgeon, good. Flail, excellent. He'll pick that up when he gets up. Mobility. Heavy mace, excellent. Bow, bow. Steel plate, where are those helmets? Ah, there they are. When someone's awake, we'll have them haul these. Obviously deteriorating. Excellent. Now that reminds me that on the knight, that I have the heavy plate and regular plate armor. See, I didn't. That's why they didn't put on the other armor. Stupid. We almost had it right. Look at how much more organized this is looking already. I think actually we can do, yeah, these huge pallets all the way around the edges here, and then have this here in the open. I just need to move these in. Danny, you're still asleep. And I technically don't. I suppose we can dedicate one pallet to being just for hay and kibble, like an overflow hay and kibble, because some number of hay and kibble we're going to want to keep in the barn, but not all of it. Like maybe a small pallet there with their food, and then keep the main amount there. So the overflow, or we put it. The small one is critical, so it goes there first till it's full, and then the bigger one is important. So anything that doesn't fill up the small one gets stored on the big one. Storage, important, clear all. Hay. Oh man. Hay. And kibble. Reinstall that there. Not quite. We can make, I suppose, just two small there. Or this meal crate, we can do something a bit more efficient with that, I think. This is for all veggies. What about here? More veggies. Copy. Paste. I think here we can have meat. So when they come in to cook, I think I want one here for veggies and one here for meat. So in bang, bang right there. On you lazy fucks, haul all this stuff. Yeah, and we can use single pallets for each meal type. Simple, fine, lavish. The little bone food baskets did their jobs, but now that I think it was complex furniture or something like that we researched that allows us to start building these pallets. Excellent. Tableware is done. Nice. Refill before you do anything else there. And technically these doors can be left open. They're not temperature controlling. Is there still even a storage zone here? There is. Let's make that just normal. See, look at that. So much more effective storage-wise. Yes! Okay, so this one is storage. Critical, clear all. Meat. I don't think we need a dedicated freezer space for animal corpses, because this is basically a walk-in fridge once I keep those doors closed. Oh, someone's following while I'm offline. Nice. What about here? Critical, vegetarian. So fill this one first, then we fill those ones. And then we go storage, small bone pallet, bam, bam. So what's there? Okay, so simple, fine, lavish. Maybe we can put another pallet in here as like travel food. We can keep all the pemmican and smoked meat there. And then this, I think, is a nicely organized freezer. Could just be a little better done. Right, medical emergency Stobbie. I think I'm still ahead of that infection though. Needs tending. Look, dusters are starting to get rolled out across everybody. Excellent. Tending and washing. Oh, geez, hang on, it's just gone above. 83 and 82. Where's my Bilney? Oh, God. Let's see, 87 and 86. I should be fine. I just got to keep an eye on that. Okay, so honestly, I'm going to replace that with a bone pallet. Clear all, critical, lavish meals. Clear all, critical, fine meals. Simple meals there, and then here will be pemmican, packaged survival meals, and smoked meat. Excellent. Is there anything we can do to get Stobbie's infection more under control? The shit that came out of nowhere. I was doing so well. Mobility. Well, if I just stay in bed there, I should be fine. Oh boy. '96 and 96, 97, 96. Oh god, it's going to come down right to the wire. Stobbie, no! I'm going to die! Oh, I just died because I didn't keep him in bed. Oh! Gain immunity when infection is on 99%. Oh, that was too close. Cool. Clear all. Critical. Simple meal. Clear all. Critical. Paste, I don't think we'll ever really build. Packaged survival meal. Pemmican. Smoked meat. I didn't quite expect that I was going to be doing this now, but it does feel good to make sure that everything is organized. Enrique, what are you doing? Gathering core. On. Danny. Deconstruct. This is so pleasing. Okay, so this is important, and critical for vegetarian. And how much can we actually store? 16 of 80, 75. So if I can fit 80 stacks, that's like 5,000 corn on one pallet. That's a lot of corn. And isn't this pleasing now, how the completed clothing gets thrown onto the racks? I'm feeling far too pleased with myself for this. Okay, so iron ore. And here we'll put iron ore, coal, completed steel, and probably steel slag chunks there. I'm still very worried about the lack of lumber getting produced though. Yeah, it looks like that mod is balked. Curses. It's actually so important. Where did I say the tabards can go again? Where's tabards? Do I have the recycle apparel? I do have the orders in there, but I think Modern is prioritizing producing armor, which I suppose is fair enough. Oh, get the state of that. Isn't that wonderful? It's my cleaner. Mobility. Or Modern. So we've satisfied all the food requirements. What about the sarkite tea? Make some sarkite. Smoke some meat. Speaking of meat, oh yeah, definitely. Let's get some hunting done. We want to tame that cougar. The horses, I reckon we'll leave. Tortoises, boom bats. It's all small stuff, but let's get rid of all of it. MAL will go do the hunting, I'm sure. MAL. It's just not showing that he's wearing the helmet. The hood, rather. Actually, grapes shouldn't be getting stored here. About that. And drop these on the floor. Yeah. Clear all. Critical. Coal. So this here should be critical chunk. Steel slag chunks. And here, clear all critical steel. Excellent. There's even that space over there, which shouldn't be necessary. I've got the space I'm not utilizing. We'll maybe do a tool cabinet eventually. This is nice. There's a spare set of clothing waiting for the next colonist who joins us. The tabard's got moved across. See, sheep wool deer hood. Stobbie needs to be wearing the sheep wool deer hood because that's affecting my social skill. Plus 25% social impact. Excellent. I suppose now building all these pallets meant that I used up the bones that I was going to make armor out of, but the organization of the base needed to happen. In fact, here, this should be... Steel should not be getting kept here. What else can I move here? Smoke leaf joints. Let's get rid of that for now. Ambrosia and smoke leaf joints. Ambrosia should be getting kept in here. Ambrosia, it's under drugs, I believe. Drugs, ambrosia, keep it in there. And then eventually, so what are we actually keeping here? Meals, no. Clear that and put rolled joints here. We can then also move the rolling area to closer to here. And then I think I want to be able to get rid of all of these storage areas here. Let's go ahead and do that. What have you got stacked there? Psychite tea. Psychite tea we should keep here as well. Let's go. Storage, large bone pallet for all my gold and silver. And I think the throne room is definitely the appropriate place for it. Music spot, party spot. So that's what's currently the throne room. I think will become the royal apartments. We'll make this the throne room, make this the guest area. What's this for here? Dust masks. I suppose we do need the dust masks, and we can keep them. Yeah. Right, I absolutely need to get to the bottom of why the lumber production is shut down. Let's see, 47 minutes, good little episode. I just want to wait till this is done, have all this gold and silver get moved across. Wooden raid stabber throne, eventually it'll be a skull throne. Damn it, they're all critical. Silver. This little search function is a godsend. Gold. And jade. And plasteel once we get it. And components. And then we will just go stockpile zone for allow all at low priority, just to catch anything that I haven't caught anywhere else. Like buildings, clothing. Sweet! This pleasing bit of organization. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to rebuild these beds, but I need lumber for that, and I have to fix the lumber production issue first. So the lads can grab iron ore from here, coal from here, smelt it up, smelt the chunks, put it into steel there. 100 odd steel, good. Pristine ruins, can't do anything with that just yet. What's the clothing situation at? Let's get the skull masks done, I think, and then the bone. Tribal wear. I can unsuspend that because I've got enough of all of that. In fact, we are completely done with the tribal phase of clothing. And the deer hood. Pelt coats I think we can leave suspended as well. Like the standard clothing for everybody when they arrive. They need an apron. Technically I should have a dust mask as well. Dust mask, apron, gambeson, pants. Duster, leather boots needs to be the next thing. Per colonist +1. And I want count equipped. And there. Okay, all. No, actually, allow all, use all leathers. Modern. But for boots, we're going to need leather production up. Then skull mask, then bone armor. I think we can probably cancel the pelt coats. We don't need them for a keeping warm point of view. So what's our cold rating? -5, -9. Okay, maybe we do need the pelt coats, but we need leather for that. We can always just knock out a bunch of parkas, and there's plenty of cotton coming. Grapes, we can actually move away from the grape harvest because we are nowhere near making the barrels to be able to actually produce wine. So I reckon it's just, yeah, 4 whole fields. Just keep busting out loads and loads and loads of cotton. Sweet. Good episode. Let's take a little break there. What did we achieve this episode? The cooking utensils got done. We reorganized our freezer, and we have a huge amount of storage ready to go. Look at that meal storage. So good. Eventually we'll put in a second fuel stove when I have 2 people cooking full time. Temperature in here is 24. Once that door closes, this will act as a freezer. We've got a combination workshop and armory. The next thing in the next episode, I think, assuming I fixed log production, we will use limestone blocks to complete this structure here. We then move all of the completed clothing racks in here as an armory. I might even need only half of this. Then these 2 clothing racks can start holding only tainted apparel. And then we can start breaking down all the tainted apparel. Maybe that half is armory, this half is stuff that's for sale for guests. Okay, cool. Cool. And of course, once lumber production is back up, I need to replace all these stone beds with wooden beds. I think wooden beds give good comfort. I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16 wooden beds. Not counting the ones for the guests. Okay, we've got a lot of wood production. Thanks for watching, friends. When we come back, more Rimworld.